Salut, dude, Armin here. It's Tuesday night, and tonight I wanted to shoot this video in response to some questions that I got concerning the 60-second solo contest. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check the link in the description of this video or just click right here, and that's the rules for the contest. But I've had a few questions, and I thought I would answer them and give you a few tips for contests. This is more of a composition contest. And I've had a few comments concerning the backing tracks that it's not very inspiring. You're right. It's a very simple backing track. It's not an exciting backing track in the sense that it was not designed to make you sound great. It's just a very simple musical bed. And the reason I picked that backing track is that I want you to make the backing track stand out. I want you to compose a solo over the backing track, not just to jam and improvise. This is more of a composition type of contest, and I want you to compose a solo, something memorable that people are going to remember. And the best way to do that, I've said it a lot, but it always works, and it'll do wonders to your musicality. The best way to come up with something memorable, in my opinion, is to put your guitar down. Don't have your guitar in your hands as you're composing something, because if you do, you're going to be tempted to go back to the comfort zones on your instrument, the licks that you rely on, the boxes and the shapes that you like, and you're probably going to sound like thousands of other guitar players who enter this contest. I want you to sound like you, and that's what you want as well. You want the jury, when the jury panel, to pay attention to what you're going to say, to remember what you're going to say, which is a difficult task when there's so many entries that we're expecting a lot of entries. So if you want the best chances to win this, approach this as a composition, as a singer would. Just listen to the backing track without any temptation to noodle on your guitar. Put your guitar down, listen to the track several times, and sing over it. Approach it like a singer. And you will start to get a melody, a melodic idea. That's your skeleton that you're going to use for this 60-second solo. Use that as a building block. And then once you can memorize what you sang, it's probably a good idea to grab your instrument and reproduce that, and try to reproduce the melodic line that you had on different areas of the fretboard and see what is comfortable and what sounds the best. Record yourself playing that theme in different areas of the fretboard, and listen, pay attention to the sound of every note. Every note, even though it might be the same pitch, is going to sound slightly different depending on where you play it on your fretboard. Pay attention to that and stick to the one that sounds the best to you. And then make it interesting guitaristically, maybe by adding some trills or approaching a note with a bend or playing off of that. And remember that the most simple melodic lines often are the ones that people are going to remember. This does not mean that if you play fast and complex licks, you will not be the winner. That doesn't mean that, but just keep that in mind. Start with a simple structure, something very melodic that the jury will remember after the fact. You have until September 30th. You can enter as many times as you want, as long as you add a video response to the contest video. Again, description for the link to that contest video. And I also was asked about rules in terms of the backing track. Can you alter the backing track? No. If you do alter the backing track, your entry will be eliminated right away. You can't extend the backing track or shorten it or do anything like that. You can't do anything to the pitch. The backing track remains the way it is. As far as overdubs, can you do overdubs? You can do a few overdubs if you want, but that's not going to make you win. This can just embellish things if you want, but your overdubs are just going to complement a strong solo that people can remember without the overdubs. So don't approach this thinking that, oh, I'll make this beautiful because I'm going to add tons of overdubs. No, I want to hear a really strong melodic theme, melodic solo, something that I can remember, something that's going to speak to me. And in terms of how many notes you can play, I really don't care. I want you to play something that speaks to me. and same for the other guys of the jury. I hope you enter. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great time with this backing track, and I'll see you next time. Until then, see you.